Right, what is up, guys and girls? Should be live, everything should be working. Any problems, let me know. Today we've got a good one. We've got a promo which comes out tonight. So we're early to this one, and we also have AtomFall Revisit as our main feature. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this new game just for maybe an hour or so and see what it's all about. It looks quite interesting, actually, this one. There's no music in the background, so it's just a bit quiet. So we're going to get the intro done and then we'll jump in. Oh, let me get mouse dry. Clean my teeth. Right, thank you for all the guys out in the live world as well. Appreciate you all. Today it has been a big eye-opener how I can do everything by myself and not need many company support or people support at all. So it's really good for me to sort of realise that we're able to run this channel now from anywhere in the world just by myself. So I'm really happy with that. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today I've got very no, that's if I could speak. Yeah, today we're very privileged to cover a brand new game that releases in just about 5 to 6 hours. They did send it to me yesterday, but obviously we didn't have a stream day yesterday. So it's called Daimon Blade, or Daimon Blades, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, so Daimon Blades. It's like a play on Demon, I think. But obviously that game already exists. So we've got the brutal first-person slasher that combines the depth of an RPG with the replayability of a roguelike. It's almost like they took the words out of my mouth from what I've been saying for a while about roguelikes and the way that replayability is worth its weight in gold. Now, there is no price tag. This game is not available right now. You cannot purchase it at present, but it does go live in just 3 hours for you guys to take a look at. So I can't comment on whether it's fair price or anything like this. All I know is that we got our hands on it early, so I'm going to bring it to you as quick as possible. Single player online co-op, which is really cool. Bring your friends in, bring your family in. Steam Cloud saves, yeah, Steam Cloud saves, family sharing, and controller support across the board, which is really cool. And it even has input API in there as well. So what does the game entail? So it says take up the arms of a member of a secretor, a shadowy cult of a warrior monk sworn to contain the rising tides of the demonic, so it is a play on the word demonic, incursions, and face off against relentless abominations, whilst descending deeper and deeper into the Daimon world and realms. That's crazy. Okay, so that word I would change back to demon and just figure something out for the title, because that is a ridiculous thing to do, to take a word like demon and just change it. It makes it very weird and unmemorable and just horrible. Don't do that. So yeah, I will change the title within a snap of a finger. It's by Stream On Studios. I hope I pronounced that right as well. It's by the company that brought us Hired Guns. Now, Hired Guns was one I actually really anticipated. I bought it. It's in my library. It's got a bunch of DLC, but I haven't actually had a chance to bring it to live. Nowhere to squeeze it in right now. So yeah, maybe in the new year we can bring that one out. But Hired Guns looks really cool. And of course, it's Space Hawk Death Wings developers as well. So they have a good DNA behind them. So let's see if their game's actually, or their brand new game is actually any good. Is it worth your money? How much? I don't know. But early access ends in about 6 hours. So go jump on it. Links in the description down below. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. Hit the like if you fancy it. And let's see what the game's all about. So we've got offline and online. Now I'm going to go offline as obviously the game isn't released and there's probably not many people playing it online, but we will just jump in there and try and take a look in a bit. But for now, we're going to base all of our top 5 points, which is visuals, sound effects, playability, replayability, and fun factor. We're going to go for offline mode for that test. Now, when this game fully releases in about 6 hours, obviously I have access to it. I'll give it a week to settle in, and then I might come back and we do like a follow-up where I play online and we see what the game actually has to offer, how well it did at launch, what the price was, and all of that stuff. But just for now, it's a first impressions of what we get out the box. Okay, so it does say it's got full controller compatibility, of course. Now I'm using mouse and keyboard for obvious reasons. It just feels like a mouse and keyboard game. It's even got a custom mouse there. So we've got three archetypes with 2 choices in each one. Now this looks cool. So you've got like Japanese samurai. You've then got what looks to be a branch of the Al-Haq order. So I guess that's like what? Possibly like Egyptian. Okay, I've selected that and I didn't want to select that, and now I can't go back. So there's our first major issue. Once you select a class, you cannot return. So I don't know what to do about that. I guess we just stay as we are. I don't even know what I picked. That's a shame, because I've got a hair trigger button on my mouse, very sensitive for first person shooters, and just trying to look at that class instead of clicking it and it brings it up in the middle to see what they actually look like, spin the character around, all of that good stuff. You literally, just as soon as you click it, you have selected it and you cannot go back. So that kind of really sucks. That's bad there. So we've got a choice of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different weapons. And being I don't know the class, I think I'm just going to go with a mace and shield. Pareka, that's a Leo, and the Morning Star. So we've got the Morning Star weapon, and I believe we're a Pareko. Special bunch of Al-Haq order composed of Sage Executioners. I mean, he looks pretty cool though. I mean, this is what we should have had, right? And then you can go back in, select these 2 up here, and maybe change them out if you made the wrong decision, but I digress. So change character is down the bottom. Now we've now got there. So once you come to this screen, hit change character and you can actually go back in, and now it actually changes. It wasn't doing that before. And I think as well, this game, although in early access, has a lot to be desired in the graphical department, and we'll discuss that as soon as we drop. So basically these 3 are female, these 3 are male. And of course, I mean, a samurai just looks so good. I just have to go with him. And I think changing a weapon to, I mean, there's no samurai sword, which is crazy. So you've got a samurai, but no samurai sword. I think I'm going to stick with my original pick of the Morning Star. There we go. So now we're in game, and it's going to be very laggy, and it's actually crashed. And now I've got a Shinobi SOS crash report. Okay, great. Let's reload this. I was expecting more than this, to be honest. It looked good from, again, it's one of those games that look really good on paper, on the screenshots, on the actual Steam page. They look great, but we're not actually getting what we're paying for. So hopefully this game was just a one-off mistake there. Now, what I will say, if I jump into the controls, these are the early access controls, right? So maybe in 6 hours when it releases, you get more. There is no screen select. There is no, not only that, when you go into windowed mode, you have no resolution select. So you can't downscale the resolution to make a small box, drag it to where you want it, and then upscale it to 1080. So that's an issue. Display collaboration only does really the color and the border lines. You can't turn DLSS off. You only have TSR or AMD FSR. Now, AMD FSR arguably is better in most cases, but I would say that DLSS is, you know, for the win most of the time. Now let's go with 0.1 of a sharpness, is it? Okay, so this is actually going to hit my CPU more than DLSS will. And maybe if we scale down the settings to high from Epic, we might not find this so much of a problem. But I do want the textures at Epic because we want to see what this game actually looks like. Okay. Let's see if it remembers my character. Okay, so if you drop out of a game, you may lose your character. We'll just go in and reselect. So now the mace is actually in place of what we had before. So the weapons have actually changed. So this is your roguelike element, right? So I can go with like a Zandai. I'm going to go with that now. So as we crashed out, we had massive issues there, but I'm hoping it's just a one-off. So I'm not going to hold it against the game. Here we go. So this is where we're in some sort of circle. We've got some sort of ray of light around us. Hello. Okay, that was cool. Ooh. I mean, visually, yeah, now it's working. It's pretty nice to look at. I don't see too much motion blur there. I would say it could go sharper. We're going to have to hit up the frames per second counter just to see if we can balance the sharpness to that. I mean, that probably looks a bit sharper for you. Okay, so what are we doing? So we're going to stand on the triangle, are we? Seem to have 4 separate triangles pointing at us. It says display the map info. Open the map info. Okay, so tab is map. And then it says go straight from here. There's no straight. Dash quick move. Okay, dash is just shift. Jump is obviously space. Okay, double jump. Okay, that's nice. Perform a powerful attack. So you hold it until you spark. Okay, it feels pretty good. What I will say is I need to turn down my sensitivity real quick. So it will be probably both of these to about 80. Aim sensitivity, that might be when we cock the hammer. And toggle vibrate, well, we're not using the controller, so that's all good. Okay, cool, so we can maybe double jump up here. Ooh, there's a double jump and a vault. I like that. That felt good. Let's have another go at that. Yes, there we go. Breakable pots. I'm assuming they're full of wine and not blood. Here we go. Okay, so far so good. I'm liking the physics. It feels weighty. Block is on right button. Attack on left. Oh, his head's come straight off. One-shotted. Sweet. Okay, nice. Okay, that guy wasn't. Let's try and block. They seem to attack me quite, like, far on. They're not actually up close and personal. There you go, you got parry. And then you can finish. I like that. That's really cool. Let's try the hammer. Parry the hammer. One-shotted. Okay, combat feels sick. Now, I'm guessing this is like a horde mode, right? Because it's a roguelike. We're going to see a lot of enemies on the screen. So whether these graphics will hold up with this integrity as we go, we'll find out. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not sure I like this beam of light around us. I'm not really sure what it is or what it's telling us. But it's kind of annoying. It's just kind of in your face. And it also seems to lack the shadow detail on enemies. Now, again, we did drop it to high. But at high, you should still have shadow details. Maybe not as refined in HD. But you've got these little spiders walking around. So there is that. And they have some sort of shadow being emitted off them. Yeah, I see that coming. Okay, we can actually block fireballs. You can fire them back. Okay, that was next level. I like that. Yes. Okay, so if they could get some of that optimization in the game where the game just doesn't crash. You can see up in the right-hand side that we're getting 60 frames locked. I do have VSync on so that we don't bounce frames all around the screen, because on early access you tend to find a lot of games will just overload your memory. They'll be greedy as such. There we go, we're doing alright. So we have E now lit up in the middle, which I'm assuming is our ultimate move or our special. But so far I'm actually quite enjoying the look of this game. There's E. Just absolutely cutting from limb to limb. Again, we have dash move to get in and out of trouble. That does feel a little bit awkward pressing, what is it, S and shift at the same time to jump backwards. So maybe you want to put it to double tap, which you can do. So you can have WW to dash forward and SS to dash back. That might help some of you players out there on your initial impression. I love the fact that I can just one-shot most of the people this early in the game. There we go. Whoa! I nearly fell. I thought that was a fall. It's not. It's just stones. I thought that was spiked. Because of this thing around me, it feels like... Whoa, hang on. Yeah, because of this thing, it feels like a hole, but it's not. It's just a reflection of some sort of aura we got going around us. Yeah, apparently I've just ascended. Let's bring up the map real quick. So do we unlock the map as we go? It does seem like it's opening up as we go, which is a good way to do it. It does resemble just our big circle right now. That is so cool. I love the fact we can reflect things, counter attacks. It's like they've listened to everything I've said and wanted from a video game for such a long time. And with like 6 months to a year's development on this, graphical improvements, stability improvements, I think we've got something to look forward to here. But I don't want to get my hopes up too early because, you know, companies have let us down in the past. But their DNA shows us that it's coming from a reliable source, right? Their previous games they've made are pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm looking for items, I'm looking for doors to open. None of that seems to be implemented so far. It's just like a Doom style survival area. Let's double check the map. Yeah, so it's just one big circle at the moment. Again, it could just be the training grounds for what's to come. Tell you what though, it is very nice in places, but in other places it looks very sort of PS2-ish. It's weird. I think that's because the implementation of the systems they're using, again, I would definitely say, we'll try DLSS, but it crashed last time, so I'm going to say we'll give that a go on quality settings with sharpness up to about 2 again, and then we might even bump some of these up. So let's say foliage, epic, where was post-processing, shadows, where's that? Post-processing and shadows, right? These are things that should really test the system. So it'd be interesting to see if the stream slows down or the game looks any better for them bumps. I mean, at the moment, maybe lighting improved. It's possibly blurrier, but yeah, I think it has improved. So I think DLSS is a better option with this one. Right, so now we're back here. It wants us to go straight. Okay, so that's it. What's this quest about? Completed. Info. How do we get our ascension up? X for grapple hook. Okay, let's try the grapple hook. Try and find somewhere to fire it at. Oh, it has to be on a certain point. Okay, we can't use that yet. We've also got a spare special move there. There you go. We've got a Dorkin. Form a hyper shot attack. Hyper shot attack. What's that then? Oh, you hold it. Nice. So I think this is just a tutorial area, guys. I don't even think this is the main game right here. It's pointing me in all sorts of directions. Okay, so it looks like we have to pick a direction. Addictive to press the shift button because it takes so little stamina to do a dodge. Oh, hello, this is new. Okay, that's cool. I don't even mind the devilish voice in the background. Oh, oh, the glass ceiling is real, boys. we're essentially in the same place, but... Oh, hang on, what's that up there? Can we grab that? X. Use grapple hook. Oh, when it goes green? Oh. That was quick. Yeah, we're going upstairs. Oh. Nice. Go on. That's it. Double jump. Well, that is quite scary. Double jump up there. Dash. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. Whoa. Okay, the game's getting a little bit mad now. That's crazy. This looks a lot better than that first initial area as well. Okay, we've got some sort of bot there. F to activate. Ooh, we get our first perk. Okay, so we've got passive distance, infinite avarice. When your attack kills an enemy, the artifact loop 4% bonus. I'm taking damage 1.3 all day long. There we go. Badaducci. What's he saying? Look at this. Oh. Okay, that looks really good. I want to make that sharper. I'm going to push my system even further. Feel like it's just not sharp enough. Yes, now we're talking. Look at these. Activate. Okay, okay. A rocky start, but damn, this game's looking good right now. This is looking, shaping up nice. If it keeps on at this pace, giving us these nice visuals with decent gameplay, I mean the combat is already flushed out. This is the thing that I think Mortal Online really could have done with on launch, to get people wrapped in playing on mass scale, was an easier combat system. This one, yeah, Mortal's its own thing, don't get me wrong, but like this one, anyone can pick up and play and have fun with straight away. Your block is your parry. Your parry feels good and on time, you know, you don't feel dirty or cheap, or that it's, you know, not mechanically sound. It's got double jumper, which is always good. You've got double jump dash if you want it, and you can also dash when you land. So you've got quite a lot of options when it comes to traversing the environment, and it's just a really good looking game. Yeah. All that blue shiz is there. Let's go to the temple. That's where we're going to go. And check the map real quick as well, which don't exist. Temple offering. Oh, that's not a loot drop. Come on, sons. Yeah, I think this is going to be our main area. Still no map. Talk to the Threshold Watcher. You launch an expedition. I mean, look at this. Oh. I feel like I'm dressed wrong to play this game. I should have like some demonic, I don't know, AC/DC hoodie on or something. Okay, here we go. And what I like about it as well is we're not demonic. We're sort of like a peacekeeper. We're fighting for the good. And you see that by the fact that everywhere we need to be, there is butterflies and whatnot in the area. And there's like nice flowers and signs of life still starting to grow. Whereas this one gives you like an HI Gaga. Hang on. I can never pronounce that man's name. HI Gaga? Whatever it is. It gives you that vibe, right? That you've got Illuminati eyes inside the triangle. You've got the big dome at the back there. It's all very cryptic and demonic right now. But in the same tone, the people you talk to and meet are very holy. Ooh, we get multiple choice. Blade of the North Star. Great anime, by the way, especially in 1980s original. Survived, that's all that matters. That'll do.
Politicirkulunsa coming down. Stingy work at Singray. When I is mom museum.
Sounds French. Wonder if we have language settings. Accessibility. Weapon swing average. Oh, that's nice. They put that in actually. Controls, basic. I think I want dash on my mouse. There we go. Easy to change. Nice. Audio. Voice volume high. Music low. So there's no language there. But I would imagine that it's just for everybody going to be the same. Okay, we've got the training master. Can't talk to him yet. Ooh. Okay. Okay. The gatekeeper, that's probably someone we need to see as well.
Okay, but I resist.
Demon weapon skills, here we go. So this is our skill tree. These are the things you keep even if you get oofed, right? This is the stuff you're looking to level up on the main one. We have none of these red shiny things to improve our stats, but they only take one per first row. And then I guess they're... Although it does say one for all of these, so maybe they don't evolve much more expensive than that. We'll have to get those as we go. Happy days. And it looks like we've got a divine talisman we can equip at some point, which is cool. You've got your skins. So this could be where they're going to make some money in the game as well later on, where they sort of sell you custom skins, custom weapon sets. Hopefully no pay to win. And you can change out everything about this game right now as well, which is really interesting. So you don't have to stick with your build even once you pick it at the beginning, which is probably why they weren't that bothered that once you pick something you can't go back until you get to this third page, because you're going to be able to do it here anyway. And without a worthy blade. So she's our blacksmith or armourer. Who am I speaking to? The one who sings and cries, master of the forge. There you go, blacksmithery. Cool. Perfecto. That does sound French to me. I might be wrong. Could be Mexican. Alright, let's have a look up here. Everything we need seems to be in this circle. Blades of the North Star, the Awakening Guyz. Surely that's going to get us out of here.
Okay, but I resist.
Attributes and stats or meta occult book. What is that? So we're D grade right now, and obviously we upgrade all the way to S tier at some point. And these look like different attacks and buffs for attacks. So there is a lot of skill trees and things to do so far. So again, they do emphasize on the replayability in the description, and I think they're probably right. As long as you're going to enjoy the combat, which I've already mentioned is pretty solid, you're probably going to have a good time with this one. Ooh. Who's having a go at me? You can't go through. It says talk to the Threshold Watcher to launch an expedition. So that's the middle icon. So this very much reminds me of the Vanguard playtest that we did. So you have that middle sort of table or TV, whatever it is, control station, and that's where you're going to pick your map icons and where you want to go and what difficulties you want and stuff like that. So a lot of these games are following this trend, but it's a trend that works, and it's one that I like too. But before the door, all must stand ready. So make sure you got all your equipment and stuff before you leave. Basically, walk into this massive orb and wait for 2 seconds. So in multiplayer, I would assume that that's the lobby, and that everybody's then going to go in and stand in the circle ready to join. And only once 4 people are in here, you then teleport into the game. Vote for expedition type. There you go. So you can go for a harder mission at 10 to 60 minutes, or you can go for a 30 to 60 minutes and gain a loot. So B tier loot's actually locked, so we don't have any option but to go for a full game. Class C, which again is only a free skull, we'll do that. Frozen Domain, Sands of Time, or Deadly Sewers. I mean, they all sound pretty lethal, but let's go with Frozen Domains there. Actually, I quickly switched because we might have already seen a lot of what the Frozen Domain has to offer. So I went for the middle one, and we'll see how we get on. We'll go into the Sands of Dune and take a look around. But so far, I think it's a positive review from me coming. I am quite happy with it. What I will say is it needs to be a $20 game. And if not, if it's going to go free to play, that'd be, you know, 100% 4 out of 5 marks for me. But $20 is about the most I would pay for a game like this. Now again, the game don't go live until tonight, so I cannot actually check that price, but I'll put it up on the screen now for the YouTube video. And obviously in a sale, expect to save yourself 5 or 10 bucks. I'm not sure, like I really like the block, but I'm not sure because you can't see. You're just kind of guessing they're going to attack you. What if someone's behind you? I'm not sure that's the best weapon I chose, but it kind of works, right? We're doing all right. We have health potion on V if we need it. We're definitely getting heavier resistance now. Whoa, I didn't even see that coming. He's electrocuted his own guy there. Yeah, I'm going to use V because it's already tough. I love the fact that the projectile enemies, like archers, are the weaker type in the game so far. That's a good way to do it. Whoa, whoa! That thing's on the ceiling. I'm going to throw some stuff at him. And this is all within the first 10 seconds of dropping. Okay, that was good. I enjoyed that. 4 different enemy types. That says we can rally in here. Purge dominations and go deeper. Oh my days. So once you clear this section, you basically want to like get as much loot from here as possible before triggering the next mission or level. So I think like, I don't know, Bruce Lee's Game of Death or something. It's basically that. You're working your way through the layers. So I want to literally clear out this whole area if I can. Getting back with his own lightning, one-shotted. I like the fact there's multiple levels like this. Be nice if there was more breakables, like, and different types of breakables that are themed to each stage. So like here, for instance, whoa, hang on. I'll get back to that train of thought in a moment. That guy drops health potions, which is cool. Where's he gone? Yeah, like here, for instance, these blue crystals that just sort of stick out. If you could break them with a couple of chops and like other crystals jump out and then you sort of suck them in, that would be cool, as opposed to having jugs, let's say, on the ice stages, and then on the fire stages you could have like urns or something, you know, fiery urns like this basically, but with a red flame. Could be cool as a breakable too. See how they just sort of stick out? They like beg to be hit, right? Doesn't seem like we can do anything with them. A bit of mining as such. Get some resources from them. Just feels natural to do, but unfortunately we can't. I don't know where that spider went. Maybe I used it. I think it's in there. Yeah, look. It's trying to trick me, bros. Look at the state. Look at that. That's like a fly beetle thing. But it's almost like contorted upside down from its head. So the head's on the right way, but the body's upside down. And yet it still walks. It's alive! Okay, we'll rally for the next scene. Cool. Okay. I'm hearing screams and moans, so we are definitely now already under fire. Whoa, that was cool. So if you charged up on your first hit, you could actually get sneaky in there. So weird, man. Nothing makes any sense, and it's not supposed to, right? The demonic time period. Ooh, okay, reanimate. Nice, let's go ham on these guys. Big damage all the way down the corridor. Lots of health gains. This guy don't play around. Got him. Being dirty right here, I'm using distance. Oh, to the face. I've gone for health 3 games. That was cool. Ooh. This guy's got the same abilities as me. Second reanimate. I'm going to go for the big Hadouken. Damn. Chunks of him everywhere. That's cool. Okay, so we've had 2 reanimates. Doesn't seem to really affect us. I would imagine in a roguelike, you get teleported back to the start, game over. But in this one, especially on single player, you're able just to reanimate as and when you get downed. I don't know if there's any amount to that, whether it takes any resources, we're losing anything. We'll figure that out as we go. So purge to go deeper. So basically just work our way through here. The lighting effect is something special. I'm going to have to say, like, the lighting in games nowadays is done so well. Human sacrifice, what's that all about? There we've got another one sneaking up on the wall. It's cool because you can barely see him. There he is. As big as he was, you could barely see him up there. So it's actually a human up there. We cut him down. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I got 100% bravery for that one. Trying to help the fellow, cut him down, not take him out. Okay, standing here with these guys, I'm easily going to get my ultimate move built up. He says as he has his head put off. That'd be brave. That one hurt him, that one hurt him. There it is again. Man down. Yeah, we'll try and get to the rally point. I get like Skyrim on steroid vibes from this. I feel like they've definitely borrowed the good combat style from Skyrim, enhanced it, boosted it, and chucked it out there for like the arcade roguelike fan like myself to enjoy. Oh, what's this? Copper. Oh, we do have gathering. But it's not as inventive as I'd like. I'd like to like find these blue crystals here and like chop at them and have bits break off and, you know, look really cool. Maybe they just run out of time. Basic resources can be gathered, so they've even thought about that. So there's an enemy trying to like mess around up there. Doesn't chase us, which is good. I think it's just very well thought out as well. It's a nice, pretty and nice environment to go around and explore. Okay, off ski we go. We're probably going to get 1 or 2 playthroughs of this before I hang it up to do our main feature, but so far I can see why it says massive replayability. To get good, you'd have to reconfigure the button macros to your liking, really take your time learning every enemy type and what they're going to throw at you. Stab to your chin. See what I mean? That guy was behind me, but there was no indication he was hitting me from behind. So I think it needs to be a lot clearer that the enemy's behind you, or maybe even slow the enemies behind you so they don't attack as often. There he goes. God damn. See, this thing is attacking me from behind, so I have to move forward, then I lose my positioning with this guy. Yeah, I'm just going to hit him with a big one. Guaranteed oof. I've got a corruption bar at the top. I'm not really sure what that does either. They haven't explained that one yet. It says eliminate the impure to carve your way down. Let's do it. Basically, oof every enemy on the screen. Can't believe I hit him from there. Doesn't do any damage though. I think it's basically a counter with this guy. Yeah, there you go. But it's counter or nothing. There it is. Not so tough now, I've worked them out. I can hear a few left. There's one. Whoa. This guy gives you health, kind of like Golden Axe with the little midget with the backpack used to attack. There you go. You can go ham on him when he's down. Yeah, that was big damage. So nice to time them well when you get them. Yeah, and my sword's got lightning abilities on it. Could do with some health gains at this point. There's one. Send back to hell the minions of evil continues. Okay. Evil and continue. So I think we're doing good. I mean, it feels like we're doing okay. Get a little health boost there real quick. Jump on here, down again. This is about level 4, maybe 5 now. I haven't been counting. But I seem to be surviving okay. I've been down a couple of times, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. It'd be nice to know what we're actually sacrificing when that happens, if anything. I mean, I would feel it was silly to build a game with no sacrifice. You have to have some of those Souls-like punishing aspects to make the player actually learn the game and want to get good. If there's no consequence to playing bad, they will just continue to play bad and just keep respawning. So I don't know why I keep getting up, or you know what we're losing or anything like that. We do now have a map which shows some cool icons, so we're going to now investigate this next scene to investigate those icons. We've got tasks as well, so we've basically got quests here that we can do. Accomplish great deeds to attract the Mournblade's attention. And then you've got info, which again is just a map. So info is map, map is info. Whoop. I mean, to be fair, with DLSS, and I've said this before, usually it impacts my live stream, it impacts my recording, and not through any fault of my own. But in this game, it seems to be doing a very good job at holding up at high resolutions with decent looking graphics and lighting, and it's not impacting my system too much at all. Oh, they snuck that in there. Okay, we're just going to have to take these down with the E. There's the ultimate. Now we've got to build that back up because it's gone. Luckily there's not much left. There's got to be another path somewhere though, because we're not being able to progress yet. Oh, in this game it's probably walking on the ceiling. Maybe something. Okay, well we didn't miss anything, so maybe in that room I was right. Maybe it's just hiding in the ceiling. Hello, where did they come from? Big Hadouken, he's been alerted, it's about to go off, he's burst into a million pieces. Here's some, here's some. Not today, baby. You're the weakest enemy and you jump in like that. I love the counter. The counter is so pitch perfect. Once I make a move. Oh, Hadouken! Yes! What? Charge it, flap it, done. Those guys. Yeah, this feels good. I enjoy this gameplay. And with 3 other players, 2 other players, even just you and your buddy running through here. Mic chat on, which you can do by the way. Get a big one in the back. Who's protected. Ooh, okay, their projectiles hurt. Am I going to get a successful counter with that guy behind him? Got him. Right, let's go. You, me and you, baby. Can't be greedy with him either. There it is. Yes. Okay, he's the toughest enemy we've faced so far, and we managed to take him down at a nice pace. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. Okay, this is new. Hey, wicked, we're in. Yeah, that's our first piece of loot right now. This looks like an upgrade. So as we upgrade, we get to see on the right hand side the synergy that is the skill legacy that's building up. So you can actually use, and you can even re-roll if you don't like what you get. That's really good. So when your skill attack skills enemies, I want loot. So we had a little bit of a buff on attack abilities, and now we're having a little bit of a buff on the loot gains. You know, it looks like you're supposed to interact with this, but you can't at the moment. Not from what I can see anyway. Pretty cool though, it kind of lights it up, look. I would like in those sections, if, you know, maybe it exists in the game, we haven't come across it yet, but somewhere like a life pool, somewhere you can recharge your actual life bar, so you can actually drop here with a full life bar afresh, because you don't know what you're going to hit when you get down here at all. And it just looks like trouble. Okay, so we're dropping from the sands of time into another choice, so I guess we just go for the frozen domain this time. Something awakens corruption. I feast on corruption. Receive a gift. Enemies now deal giant life. So instead of a well of health, we now have enemies that are going to pop out health baby. Let's go. Okay, we're in, ready to roll. Doors shut behind us. Many materials are present. So a high loot area in this one. This is very pretty. This is looking like labyrinth right here. Like Elsa's had a bitch fit. Okay, what's this? That's cool. Level design's nice. I don't know if it's all, you know, custom assets or whether they've actually purchased any of the game or anything, but damn, it looks to be looking good. It does boil down to like narrow corridors and little open square rooms, and you're just sort of like going through narrow corridors as such, if you imagine it that way. And then in your square room you fight like 3 hordes of zombies or monsters or creatures, and then you move on to the next narrow corridor that takes you to a lift, and that seems to be rinse and repeat. But it's because of the visuals that you don't really take any notice of the level design. You're really more thinking about the level design as a visual aesthetic rather than the actual beneath the surface game design. Would this game get old? The 3 stages, I think there should have been at least 5 to 8 stages, but I guess that gives them room for DLC later, upcoming updates and whatnot. Plus, if the 3 stages, you know, I would say you got at least, what, 20 hours before you're getting bored with this one. That was a $20 price tag. That's £1 an hour. That's a good value for money, in my opinion. What's the cinema cost nowadays? It's got to be about, what, $35 a person or something to go sit for an hour and a half. So I usually sort of round up my games where $1 an hour is an acceptable amount. As long as the game, you know, has that replayability, you're always going to get value for money. Which is why I like survival games right now, because they give a lot of value for money. Don't know if I take full damage, so I'm just trying to go down as safely as possible. I like this. This is like a gathering stage. I'm getting nothing but resources. No enemy types yet. I'm sure I'm speaking too soon. Oh, I see gold. It's actually sulfur, but it looks gold. That bit copper, lovely. Oh, just sort of squiddly. It's like we're under the ice. There's actually water above us. That's interesting. Okay, can we get back up from here? We do X and 5. Whoa! I can see why they had to put a grapple hook in this. There's very vast, high ledges in this game. Ooh, okay, this don't look good. Let's get healthed up on this one. That's a great way to open a door right there. That's really, really good. Oh, got some booty. What's this one? Celestial stone. Used for upgrades. Another trinket. Projectiles bounce one more time. So when someone fires something at me and I do my counter attack, it'll actually bounce off of them and go somewhere else as well and hopefully hit another enemy. Launches. What? Launches an ethereal form of your sword. Is that like a Hadouken off of the sword swipe? And then this one gives me piercing damage, which is very boring. Let's go with the ethereal weapon because I'm curious what that actually does. It says it's a passive distance when your attack kills an enemy. Let's see what that does. But I'm assuming once we kill an enemy, it has like a Hadouken come out through that enemy and hopefully hit the one behind it. This is a nice way to hide the loading screen as well. Okay, so we're going into Zone 3, Class C. So far so good, and it's not boring, you know. It doesn't have a bunch of rock music blaring your ears off. It doesn't have a bad atmosphere or bad voice actors or pretenders. And yeah, I mean, it just works really well. A nice game to explore. Would it keep a solo player happy? I would say again that 20-hour mark is probably when you'd be like looking to hang it up, play something else for a bit and come back to it later. But if you're playing with friends, I reckon it's limitless how long you can spend in this environment. Try to get third time lucky, didn't he? Okay, let's go for the block. Actually quite hard to see what my upgrade did. Okay, you can heal whilst blocking, which I didn't know. That's going to help me. Being hit in the back again. That is such a dirty move. And that's me and you again. Oh, do you know what? That's the worst bit about this game. The fact you get hit from the sides and the back and you can't control or even get a real good notification about something hitting you in the back. I feel that that's the only gripe I'm going to say so far. They haven't thought that far ahead with the combat. It's okay to, okay, I've got hit, I'm going to spin round. By the time you've done that, the guy in front of you that you've been fighting is going to hit you in the back. It's constant hit in the back, Jack. So you're either going to be double jumping around like a flea, which then takes the grounded, visceral combat out of it because you're going to be bouncing around like a lunatic trying not to get hit in the back, or you're going to just become a projectile type. You're going to stay back like an archer and just throw shiz at them as much as possible. which then takes again out of the combat. So for me, I would maybe put the AI to not attack in the back as quick as they do, and if they do, maybe, I wouldn't say wait their time because it makes the game too easy, but it needs balancing. It's really off, the fact that every time you attack, even when there's a clear scene, they're just spawning enemies right behind you and they're hitting you in the back. And it doesn't feel like a roguelike in that sense, because roguelikes are normally top down and you can see the enemies coming from all directions. In a first person, you can't do that shit. You can't spawn enemies in people's backs. It just feels off and wrong, and unfortunately for me, that's probably the only reason I would not play this game, is because I'm constantly going to get frustrated through no fault of my own combat skills. I'm dying, right? It's not good, it doesn't feel nice, and it just doesn't resonate with the actual look and feel of the game. Like, I feel weighted. If you look how he walks heavy-footed, he jumps quite heavily and he lands with a clonk. Even double jump, he's got a hook in it, you know? It feels weighty, but that you don't want to be doing this everywhere, right? Oh, hey, you don't want to be doing this all day long. One, your thumb will get absolutely knackered, and two, what are you doing? This isn't roguelike, this isn't fun. You've got to keep your player grounded and give him an option to maybe have a back attack, or allow, I think, just the enemies to stay hell away from the side. I think once they can come in from here, the visual look where you're looking, but I think if they're behind you, they should just wait their turn, and then when you turn around, then they will attack you, right? I just don't think that's going to take anything away from the game at all. If anything, it's just going to help me not be frustrated. Okay, so we're going in for round 2. We'll see how we get on with this one. What do I expect? I expect to have exactly the same issue as what I just discussed, and I also expect to have just as much fun as I did on the first round. Okay, I still don't have any of these red crystals at the moment, so we're going to have to figure out where to get those from. Trying to figure out how we use the blue crystals. We did gather a load of blue crystals, but I don't know if you lose them by dying. We'll have to try and survive this one, I guess. Excuse me. Okay, so we have got our last playthrough right here of a brand new game. Check it out. I mean, it's available on Steam right now. Hit links in the description down below. So far, so good. Visually, it's on point. Sound effects are great. If anything, they're too great. I feel like this game is punching really above anyone's expectations. The fact we had a crash out at the beginning could have been anything, so I'm not going to hold that against the game. I'm just going to start at the easy level again. And then this time we'll start off in the Frozen, because that's where we died last time. I feel like that's the best move. Yeah, the fact you can change your character on the fly, change the weapons on the fly, figure out, you know, your best way and your play style. Obviously, you could have a weapon that doesn't block your view when you block. You could use the sword and shield, which might be a better option for you. There's a bunch, I think there's about 6 weapons to choose from, and there's 6 protagonist types, so there's a lot to sink your teeth into there. Look at the lighting on that. It literally alerts everyone to my presence. Wait for him to fire that off, then he goes for the hit. There you go. Now that takes some concentration, right? It takes some time. If I was being hit in the back, that would really annoy me. Oh, hang on, this one's big. Okay, he does take distance damage. Okay, he goes through my block. Nice. Ah, okay, he dropped some red stuff. Okay, we've got a red artifact in here. You saw there how that just spawned in randomly. That's an issue. That guy actually dodged my move. That was sick. Took my man down clean off. You again. I don't even know what happened now. What is that killed me? Did you see that face? There's something else in the room? Ah, this. Again, comes out of nowhere, hits you in the side, you don't even know you're dead until you're dead. You can't even plan for it. So that guy with the armor, I find an issue with him as well. Even though you're above him, he doesn't have hit points around his body. So even if you hit directly down onto his head, he still has the armor plate on and he still won't take damage until you've got successful counter. And that is a little bit of a problem, the fact that he's fully armoured all the way around, no matter what direction you hit him from. It would be nice, like if I'm behind him or above him, to have him take damage even though he's not necessarily been stunned yet, because it doesn't make much sense that his whole body is just impenetrable. Ooh. Okay, this door's not going to let us in. Waiting for something to show up. Hey. I like the fact that as you build up health points, so if you collect, once you're at 100%, if you collect anything over 100%, it goes into a little vat, which is, oh, you can't really see it, can you? Like right behind my back. It's like a little bottle, and the bottle will then fill up for you to regain your own health. Which is like, instead of finding health potions, you're actually filling a health potion. It's a really nice mechanic as well, a little change on the norm. Here he is, Mr. OP. Blap. Who should we go for? Who should we go for? Nonsense. These ones are not too much to worry about. Happy days. You know what's cool about this as well? It's not too overly gory. I know we're in Spooktember now, so I'm doing a lot of horror games anyway. But it's not like gruesome for the sake of it, right? So the bodies disappear pretty quick, and the combat itself doesn't sort of warrant a 18 certificate even. I think it's more of a PG-13 or even at worst 16 maybe, you know, in American ratings, 15 if you're from the UK. Definitely a teen level, you know. Okay, we've got one of these super soldiers coming at us. Can be a little bit problematic. Here we go. Again, the only thing I'm lacking again is health all the time. And that's just me not really being good at combat enough to stop from taking damage. And also not knowing the enemy types enough to counteract what they're about to do. It is fun though. When is this not fun, right? Hack and slashing. Whoa. Threw that guy in half. So I could get hit in the back here because I cannot see behind me. And I think this in lies a little bit of a problem with the combat because I don't trust what's coming in from behind. Yeah, I'm just in the air now, just floating. He literally ganked me up onto a high ledge. Okay, one more of them. See, that felt natural to jump away from him, right? There's no way we were going to defeat him not doing that. Jeez. Nice. Okay, did you give us any health? 1. Okay, we're going to have to heal up. That was cool. Didn't even get a chance to look at this thing, look. Okay, let's check the map. If we go this direction, no, we want to go. We've got 3 paths. That's a lot to explore. A lot can happen on 3 paths. Can we break this with a Hadouken? Nice. Okay, here they go. And dodge those Hadoukens they're throwing at us. I do feel the challenge now. It's getting a little bit tougher. The enemies are taking a little bit longer to defeat. Okay, who are we hitting? Who are we hitting? Go with this guy. Here they come. Oh, what is that? Do you see what I mean? You can get hit in the back. You don't even know the enemy's there. So filth. Some big goony spider. Nice. You have to counter-attack that guy. Otherwise you just won't get any damage in. Let's check the map. We're opening it up nicely now. There's a round room that looks suspiciously like it could have a chest in it. Aha. Okay, we'll take a bit of that, wherever it is. Wasn't even explained, it just says find the medallion, so I'm assuming that was the medallion. That was Hadouken for Hadouken trade. Today, baby, not today. I hate them things. I hate them things. They do so much damage. Come at me, bro. Where you at? Nice. Let's check the map. Okay, so we've got a red diamond this direction. Our main objective. I've got one behind me. I've got one behind me. It's one that needs counter-attacking. Once you learn the timing on that guy, you don't even have to really see his animation play out. You can kind of just hold block at the right time naturally. Okay, good. They keep dropping health, which is nice. Jeez, I didn't see all this lot coming down. But he takes damage even though he's gold. Down for the big one. Extra damage. Really don't want to let me up this hill. Again, you're just getting hit from the fucking side and the back. That really aggravates me. Because there's nothing there. Like, we've cleared that run. They shouldn't spawn. And I think that is the problem. It's the spawning of the enemies. The fact they can just stick them right behind your back. Look, you see them just spawning in randomly? If I was facing forward, how would I even know they're there? One minute you're fighting things up a hill. Next thing, the bottom of the hill's just infested with them. And although it's not like a game-breaking major problem, it's just an annoyance that doesn't need to be there. The game doesn't get any better by having extra enemies punch you in the back. If anything, it just feels cheap. Give some. Look! Where would he come from? We cleared that whole room. He just appeared, doesn't he? Just spawns in. Which makes all of these corridors not safe to move back into. Constantly got to look behind my arse to see if anything's there. Ooh, what was that? Treasure. Yes, okay, that was new. I do wonder if multiplayer or co-op's going to give you more of a gains, you know, like more treasures, more weapons, more armor, because it's going to be tougher, I imagine, on co-op. You know, you can't make this game any easier. I'm getting by, you know, on solo frustrations aside quite easily. If they're going to put double the enemies in, that's double the loot, hopefully. Make it worth playing with someone. Okay, we're 150 away from waypoint. Ooh, what's this? A whole bunch of badness coming in here. Yeah, I'm out. We're going to hit him in the back. There it is. Crushing his bones. I didn't even get nothing. I didn't even get nothing for emptying a portal out. When that closed, that should have dropped some loot, surely. Or at least some health. Not enough health regains each stage. There you go, look, just spawning in. There's actually no way. Too many enemies in this little corridor. There's actually no doorway or anything for them to have appeared behind me. I know they're, you know, hordes of hell and whatnot. But they shouldn't just be able to materialise anywhere. Yeah, that's the big... Oh, there's another one. These are the ones I worry about. Keep Hadouken him in dirtily until he gets too close. Stealthness. Okay, sweet. Now I'm going to move on. If I stay and fight anymore, I literally will be there all day. A catch me if you can situation. Okay, here's the next portal. And I'm out. I think I'm out. It won't open until I beat these, I think. Oh, that was some close shiz. We had barely one hit left. Let's grab the loot, which is the whole point of playing. Celestial. And we'll go for an upgrade. Shoot several sharp bursts. Okay, that sounds good. Upgrade to the Hadouken. Here we go. Yes, instead of 1, now we get 4 or 5. Now we'll drop in for the next stage. Choose a reward and jump into a pit. It's as simple as that. So we did the ice stage. Now we've got 3 different sands of time. So we'll go for the Great Western. It'd be good if they were actually time periods. You know, you had Western, modern day, cyberpunk. You know, it'd be if you could zip around timelines as well. Zombies in space, that sort of thing. Okay, good, let's roll. Full speed. This looks like a room of doom. No spawnage yet. That's right, that's what you get. Damn, that was a shot. Okay, I think we're still good. Away. Ooh, this is a new room. This has got some cool stuff in it. This is a ritual, medical. Transform the lead of suffering into elixir of healing. That is a supreme art. Adds 1 healing potion. Yeah, let's do that. More healing the better. I can have up to 3 healing potions for those who are curious. Projectile Powerball. Oh, we got rebound. We'll shoot projectiles quickly. Let's go with that one, rebound. So now if we shoot, yeah, did you see it hit over there? Yeah, so it's got a rebound to it now. It sort of spray all over the place. Okay, these are a lot of stuff here. Telekinesis on rocks. Heals when all allies are around you. Teleports you into low-ranking enemies and destroy it. You just teleport into enemies? I'm going to go with the top one. Telekinesis on rocks or low-ranking enemies. Happy days. So apparently now we can throw people around. Which is on cue. Okay, happy days. Ooh. Flap. Now I am about 2 hours into this game and already, because it's about an hour of playthrough, it says half an hour, but if you're doing good, you're going to last a lot longer. I would say that 2 hours gameplay and I'm only now just discovering barely the ground level of this game. So 20 hours is easily said and done with this one. What's that? Just a cool pot. That was just a cool pot. So looks like I should be able to interact with it. Maybe later. So on to number 12, drop down the hole. Jimmy! Straight into enemy territory. And on that note, I shall pour a quick drink. So far so good. This game just keeps getting better for me. I'm just excited for this one now. It comes out tonight, so if you haven't already wishlisted it, like I say, links in the description down below after the video finishes. If you're watching on YouTube on a rerun, greatly appreciate making it this far, and I will be editing this video as quick as possible to get it out for you guys. Class C Zone 3. We don't have a choice, we've got to do it. Okay, now it's got a condition bolted on it. The gods grant life steal to the enemies. So I feast upon... Surely that's to me. Don't grant them any more powers. Now we're doing AtomFall in just about 30 minutes, I reckon. So I'm hoping to get through, or at least last as long as I can to that point. A piece of portal would be in this place. Find the portal part. It's nice and easy. I thought you were going to fire. Your own time, boy. I'll take those. Thank you. That is so cool. Unfortunately, he is literally impenetrable anyway. Okay, we've basically started fights with everything on the screen. Do you know what? That comes off in the basic attack as well. So you have to charge. And it'll throw out like 5 rocks. My telekinesis. It's weird because you have to press Q and then press it again. I don't really like that. Okay, they got way stronger with the life steal right there. So every time they hit you, they're stealing life. And that's it. We're done. We are done as soon as we drop right there, boys. My samurai has finished his thing. So what did we come away with? So we got no loot, right? We come away with no loot because we died. We got 1 ring, which I assume is like one of those crystal things that we picked up. We also got 119 on the XP there. So kills, 179 kills, damage 29,000. I would say that's pretty respectable for the amount of time we lasted in that game, which was probably about 30 minutes on that one. Overall, we've done a 2-hour playthrough, but obviously that includes me talking, going through certain aspects of the game, and also hanging out in the lobbies here and just doing upgrades and stuff. So I'm going to sort of put my character as buffed as I can, and then we're going to sort of go and take a look at what we've actually achieved, if anything, overall. Don't care, just want my loot. Training master. Then we've got gatekeeper. There we go. Equipment. Okay, we can now have a divine talisman, which is a Dracal Kern, apparently it's called. We can equip it, we can destroy it, or we can edit it. Editing it, I don't know what that does. It says mark as favourite or done, so I'm just going to say mark as favourite. And there you go. So that's now give us something to look forward to. That doesn't really buff us much. It gives us earth resistance +4, which isn't a lot. It's probably the basic of bishes of the rings. It's not a good one. It's not the Lord of the Rings. It's just a ring. Okay, good. Weapon skills. We don't have any of these yet. That sucks. Okay, what next? Oh. Okay, this is new. Hey, what up, Whammers?
Lucifer, Quatritas.
Right, that didn't achieve anything, but we met a new character. Master of the Forge. So I feel like all of these home-based people need to be upgraded over time. Like, I don't feel like they're giving me access to everything yet, because none of them really do anything other than talk to me right now, and the ones I can use upgrades for, I'm not getting those upgrade points anyway. Maybe I'm not making it far enough in the game, or maybe they're just not allowing me to see that side until I've gone through all the emotions. So I think there's a lot of game here still to explore and see, and I think overall it's a massive win. It's got great visuals, the sound effects are on point. I mean, visually it's actually unique. There's a lot of elements like what we're looking at now that really stand out in this game. I do want to see if our character actually holds. If we go back to the main menu and then go offline, do we get to now mess around with that? Yeah, so it comes straight back in. So your character from now on has to be customized at the in-game store for that, you know, appearance, which is cool. You know, that's something. It's the gear shop basically. I think it's the gear keeper, if I remember rightly, if my memory serves me. So you go to the gear keeper and you can actually change out your character, your sword, 6 different lots of all. You can play as male or female at any time. And there's a lot going for this game that you just are not going to see in other games, I don't think. I think it's quite unique. But overall, does the gameplay stand out? I think we've seen the sword play before. I feel like we've had a lot, other than the double jump added in, we've had a lot of this from a lot of other games. But what makes it bad is the fact that, again, it's a glaring issue with the combat where they're just spawning enemies randomly. They really need to work out where the character is looking and spawn enemies in that sort of, what, 85% range there, because anything behind you, the 25-30% you cannot see, is just really unfair and dirty. And if, as you saw, if you give them the buff of life drain and they hit you in the back or side without you even knowing they're there, you are done. Like, it's just going to drain all your health and you're done, because some of these enemies have multiple attacks. Some of them do rapid fire, like the green poison bug thing. As awesome as it is, it fires 3 or 4 times at you in quick succession. By the time you're hit once, you turn around, you've been hit 3-4 times. So that thing with life drain can actually drain an entire life bar almost, and feels dirty. It feels dirty because as you turn around to face that enemy, you get hit from the enemies that you were previously attacking on the other side. So I think the combat really needs to be looked at, because it's going to annoy a lot of players. But that being said, I think it's worth sticking with. I think there's a lot to see in the game, a lot to explore, and I think for its probably humble $20 price tag, I will be really shocked if this game comes out any more than that. I would say if it comes out free to play, then it's going to be an absolute win, but I don't see the season pass or any of the DLC governs. So I would imagine that they're not trying to go for a monetized option. They're going for a solo game that you can bring your friends along with. And as a solo game, it's still fun. And like I said, 20 hours easy. I reckon it's a 40-50 hour game before you get bored. And if you really have stamina for roguelikes, then this game can last you up to 100 hours easy. And for $20, who's going to moan about that? I would say replayability, definitely, and I would say funds, 100%. It's been super fun, super pleasant experience to play through, and for me, I think it's 4 out of 5. It's my favourite number to give, 4 out of 5. It's not perfect by any means. It's got a few gripes and niggles, but overall, it's funner and better looking and better sounding than any of the gripes way up. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I will play this game on the back end. I will enjoy it, and we'll come back and see after the launch. Maybe I would say about a week or 2 after the launch, just to see how the game's getting on, how it's sold, and do we still feel the same about it. So thank you for your time, thank you for your efforts. If you made it this far in the video, I greatly appreciate, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, look after yourselves, bye bye. Right, done. Next, stop that one, do this. Right, so now we're going to jump in AtomFall. So I will mention some of the new games that we've purchased, just because, and been sent as well. So I've got a little sneaky peek on Wednesday. Oh. Well, I don't know if other, creators, I'm sure they did, but I don't know if all creators get the games I get. But we got sent the Reanimal. I don't know if you've heard of this one. It's basically Little Nightmares 3, but under a different development team. So they've been sent out. I'll get early access to the demo so we can play through it and see what we think. So I'm going to run that on Wednesday, so only not tomorrow, day after. So we're going to be doing Reanimal there with another game, which I can't remember off the top of my head. I did buy a couple of games in Steam sale. They were No Man's Sky, which is one that we still haven't visited yet. I want to do that for the new year. Surround Dead, which is a Daisy-style third-person shooter type game. It looks really awesome. I got the original Helldivers because everyone's been talking about Helldivers and playing Helldivers 2, which I'm not fully legit in jumping into yet. So I thought I'll play the first one as a first impression and see what it's all about. Megabonk, which is massive at the moment, and Machik 2, which is a alliteration of another roguelike. We're obviously playing through Silent Hill F on the other channel, and I bought Striden, and I was sent a couple games, Vampire Survivors, because we mentioned it last live stream, Aethermancer, which is a really, really good, cool look on the roguelike, basically all roguelikes. And I bought Far Cry Primal because I want to revisit that one. I got sent Icarus. We got Final Fantasy Tactics to get out of the way. And we have, we did Neverworld Covenant, which was a really good game. I recommend that one too. But yeah, they're just in my top list that I'm looking at right now. So we're going to be going through those content for days, boys. Okay, so I want to bring up the DLC on this one. Just cover the DLC. Play. I forgot it had its own launcher. I don't understand why AtomFall has its own launcher. Where is it? There it is. Red Strain. Let's go into there. Positive. That's good. Okay, so it's starting up on my left screen, so I'm going to switch it to my other screen. I think that's because the last game didn't have resolution settings. I'll get you guys an image as soon as I can. There we go. Where are you? AtomFall, there you go. Really wait, they put it in brackets. There you go, cool. Good to roll. I'll probably use controller for this one too. Plugged in, sweet. Yes, there we go. Installed Red Strain. I'm going to leave that on screen just for a minute so I can do my intro, and then we'll jump in. You need the base game, yeah, of course. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are revisiting AtomFall for part 3, but before I do so, I just want to talk about this brand new DLC I just picked up. I want to thank the Rebellion team for hitting me up with this one, and I'm going to be going out and purchasing all of the DLC for this game because I just really back AtomFall. I think it got a bum rap, and I think it's actually better than most people say, but they do say put another few hours in and see how you think. So I'm looking forward to it, and with the DLC combined, I think the DLC is going to keep it fresher for longer for me. But I know a lot of people, once they buy the base game, they don't necessarily always want to buy DLC. So Rebellion's a team that I want to work with because they have the Sniper label under their label. They did send me some DLC for the new Sniper, but I don't own the new Sniper, so there is a little issue there. But I am looking forward to getting into the Sniper and going back and revisiting all the old classics with new first and fresh looks on the first impressions, and then playing the latest ones. So this is obviously single player and whatnot. This has released to positive response, but only 60 people, unfortunately. So didn't sell very well, but then neither did AtomFall, surprisingly. I really back this game. I don't really understand the fuzz behind it. I quite like it. I think those who played it liked it, but overall thought it was kind of lackluster, right? Kind of generic and okay. So there's 2 other DLCs available. One's Wicked Island. Let's go to all. Wicked Island, and then you've got the deluxe weapon pack bundle, which looks really cool. So Wicked Island is your first expansion, and now Red Strain. So Red Strain it's going to continue the adventure of AtomFall with a story expansion pack, including new locations, enemies, weapon types, quests, characters, items, and all of that governs, right? So it's basically expanding on what we had, which is really the problem that people had with AtomFall. It didn't have enough stuff, so they wanted more stuff. Now you've got more stuff. It's a $10 DLC in a sale, $15 out of sale, and you can get the original AtomFall expansion pack Wicked Island for $10, as I can see here. So I just wanted to cover that because a lot of people sort of left AtomFall. Maybe it's a good time to jump back into AtomFall right now, being that the new DLC dropped, plus the old DLC is actually on sale. So that being said, let's jump in, part 3 of AtomFall. Let's see how we get on. Right, there we go. Resume. I'm going to pick up the old red controller. I can't remember if I played controller or not last time, so I'll see. Sometimes I prefer these games with mouse and keyboard just for the accuracy, but AtomFall's quite a slow shooter. It's more of a story-based game. Okay, here we go. We're back in. We'll check the visuals and everything. It should have saved. We had it. All of this is fine. Display. Yeah, capped it to 120. Resolution scale 100. Graphics custom. So that'll be where we want to be. Ultra to high settings across the board. Motion blurs off. Yeah, so it seems to be as good as you're going to get it. Awesome. Okay, what we got to do? Main story, atomic batteries. A barred memo mentions something or other. Here's our weapons. Okay, drop, assign to shortcut. Just got to get my brain back in it because we have been out for about 2 weeks on this one. Apparently I've got a new skill. It requires 6. How many do we have? We have 1. I don't think there's a skill for 1, is there? They're all 4 and 5, so we're going to have to build those up. Here's our map. Here we are. What are these blue things? Points of interest, maybe? Oh, they're just names of places. Okay, good. So we're actually heading to this, which is, I remember saying, I think the end of the last live stream, I was like, that's mileage away. I'm going to leave it, but really, it's not that far. The map looks bigger than it actually is. Okay, cool. So these are all main story quests that we've got unlocked now, which I don't think I had as many as this before I built the DLC. So I assume the DLC kicks in at the end of this game. I'm hoping it does, because I don't want any early spoilers or anything. And that's why I've reserved buying the Wicked, because what was that? They tried to kill me. I reserved the judgment of buying Wicked before I'd finished this game, because I wanted this game to be complete fully before I jumped into any new DLC. Okay, we've got quick switch, obviously the handgun, which is pretty much empty. The rifle, yeah, 1 left in the hole. 11 spare. Shotgun. Looks like we've got 20. 6 and now 8. I love that reload. Come on, sons. Double function, which is really cool. And the axe, of course. Oh, dude, what happened to you? Hope that wasn't me. Okay, so we'll get up the waypoint on the map. And I think this was like a new area. We'd only just hit this at the end of the last live. So I want to explore it a little bit as we go through and just take my time with this one. We have got about 2 hours of a live left. So we're just going to sort of take our time with this one. I enjoy being in this environment. This is a game I do like playing, especially because most of it's relatable. It's kind of all old English stuff. You know, I go to aviation museums. I go to old World War II museums. I enjoy the context and content of the British culture and history. And I think this game was a bit of a love letter to that sort of stuff. Ooh, got some cloth.
And these wretched weeds.
Hey, watch.
Hello there. You must forgive me. I wasn't expecting visitors today. And, oh, good heavens, Jenks should have taken your coat. Jenks? Had him for years, bless him. I'm sure he'll be along shortly. Prudence Rook, delighted to meet you. Welcome to my little corner of the world. I was just looking over the garden. We've rather let it get away from us.
Rather.
I'm sorry to say.
I feel like a lot of the voice acting in this game, although most of it, and I would say 90% of it is well done, the other 10% are almost like memeable, right? They're kind of people putting on accents from other countries that are just pretending to be from here, and it
Well,
comes
of
across
course.
very
Must
stereotypical
keep
and
the
very
house
almost
shipshape and
offensive.
Bristol fashion too. We want the house to be a home from home. My sister Charity looks after the boffins when they're here.
Like, surely someone's nan
Terribly
from
clever
the
she
UK
is.
could have done this voice
Much
better.
brain. I make sure the house is to order, and she hosts them in the conservatory while they discuss their complicated atomic boojums.
Boojums. I like that word, boojums.
Oh, then welcome. I'm sure my sister would be delighted to meet you. Well, she mustn't be disturbed. She's busy, you see. The house must be ready for when our guests return. But you, Liberty Hall, as the Americans say. We don't go into the conservatory, though, but everywhere else.
Why, what's in the
Anything
conservatory?
you need, ask Jenks.
There's that thing, in it. It's like all horror films nowadays. They have a door that you're not allowed to look behind. Oh, we never go in that door. Don't worry about that door. You know, your brain just tells
As you wish.
I need to know what's behind that door. She's pretty cool with a man with an axe, just, you know, inviting him in and chilling.
For dinner this evening, I think. Yes, that will be nice.
My inventory's full, so none of this is useful right now. We'll take a decanter though, because I do like a good decanter. Does she want me to go up here?
Why would anyone want to go to the dam anyway? Fishing? Is that it?
Yeah, it's a spot of fishing, my dear. Move up a piece. What's this? Cloth, I'll take it. Got a new comic, Rick Random and the Sabotage. From space!
Always the clever one, Charity. But I had the looks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to crawl through the crawl space. And crawl through the crawl space. As opposed to not crawling through it. Bit of scrap there, bit of scrap. Okay, we do want to take that. What can we get rid of? Allows crafting of burn. Learn. Oh, there you go. Anything else we can learn? I feel like the firebomb should be equipped, but for some reason I haven't. There must be a good reason behind that. Okay, crafting. So we can now make the burn solvent. Cures burn and gives burn resistance. That's cool. I mean, that shit's cool right there. Come on, boys. I'm just gutted I missed this on release. It still says it's... Oh, because I've now taken these. And they don't stack, which is really annoying. They should stack. Yeah, okay. So the inventory's not perfect. I think they should stack. And you should also have some way to increase your inventory slots too. Which I'm sure there is. I just haven't seen it yet. Look at that manky bread. That's some good looking manky bread right there. I think that's all that bird's got to say, to be honest. I don't think there's much else to have dealings with her for. Did say stay away from the greenhouse. I might have to investigate this one. Yeah, what's in the shed? Every British person has something weird in the shed. Ah, tripwire. I didn't even see that there. Look. Requires disarm trap skill. I don't have that skill. I'm not that skillful. Okay, so we're still down the bottom there. We need to head left around this building. Whoa. Okay. Just burn this vicious place down. I feel like there's more to investigate here, but that's not where our waypoint is, so I'm going to move on. Still can't get over how cool this game looks, and although it's not the most realistic shrubbery and... Oh, hang on. Okay, so if we duck it down low, this is what I was talking about. So if I assign a quick slot for the petrol bomb, there you go. Take away the handgun for now. This will help us kick off these guys. I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't seem to be bothered about me, so I'll leave it be, but it's always good to have a petrol bomb at hand. What was I saying? Oh yes, the environments. It's a striking... ooh. Damn. Get out of here. One thing I can't stand is bees and wasps. Especially purple poison bastards. Okay, shotgun's going to make too much noise. Ooh. They've done it. That took half a life bar. Was it even worth it? What's funny is they're so small. You don't even get anything for it. Okay, that's a life lesson right now. Unbelievable. Helicopter crash site. We've got some fancy loot. Okay, we've got salted scrap, tin can. Again, everything's modelled so good. And it's not even like the highest res graphics either. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we can heighten this anymore. Render scale's at 100, right? So that's as sharp as it needs to be. You can actually over sharpen it and look pretty bad. What's this? Toggle compute, which enables graphic rendering and compute shaders parallel. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much maxed out. We'll just double check anything in here. Maybe water could go up. Yeah, I think it's fine. Right, investigate, comic books, notepads, like batteries, which we're now doing. It's little touches as well, like that, where I go into my notepad and anything I look at actually displays the quest log on the screen again once you leave there. So it's like a little refresher for what you're doing. Little touches like that means someone actually played this game before it came out and put some quality of life effort into making it nicer for the player. I do need to use a bandage. Use bleed resistance, nice. Staying away from any buildings is probably wise. I feel like the water looks great. You know, the shadows are not as high res as they could be in the water, but then the water flickers, so you don't ideally want it to be too over the top anyway, but that will put a drain on your system, of course.
Hello, no need to panic. I mean no harm.
What are you buying? What are you selling? I love the way he's got a little shaky leg going on.
Now, look, before we get to brass tacks, it might be a good idea to clear the air a bit, you know. I know I don't look, well, entirely normal. I just wanted to raise it. I know it can bother folk. I mean, unless it don't trouble you at all.
I don't really know what you're saying, mate. You look like, I don't know, suppose you look like a mannequin, bit of a burn victim or whatever.
Well, that depends, I suppose. Depends on whether you hear a voice, like, in the soil.
Hear a voice in the soil? Yeah, now you
Well, I
lost me.
suppose that means you're not one of them, else you wouldn't ask. There's a group of druids or summit that camp out near here. I heard they used to live on an island in the mere before it all went to cock. All very civil before then, but now...
That's such a
they all
British
wear
saying.
masks
It
and
went
have
to
gone
cock.
proper vicious. Not with me, mind. The eyes, you see. I think that's what does the trick.
Genius.
You must reckon I'm one of their lot. But I promise you, I'm not going to kill you and chew on your bones. Although I wish I hadn't said that now. Makes it sound like I might.
What do you intend to do then? I just want to talk to you
I
about
can
selling
trade
me
with you
something.
if you've got out to trade. I'm Billy Gorse, by the way.
Right, okay. Hopefully he takes those burn... I mean, it's kind of insensitive to give him burn victim cream when he looks like a burn victim. But you might take them off our hands for some pretty penny, so let's have a look. I want to sell my ammo to him. Got English breakfast tea, we'll keep that. These things here, so...
You don't see many of those.
No, you don't. How much are you going to give me for them then, you pleb? What we got? Bartering gives you something or other, yeah. Burn salve 1, high value to the trader. He likes them.
Very good.
I mean, that's perfect, right? He's obviously a burn victim, and now he's going to buy those from us, which is hilarious. I mean, I'm not saying he's a burn victim. He kind of looks like one, and he said, you know, to not mention it. I'm guessing that's what they're aiming at with that conversation. I don't really want to sell too much to him. Let's see what he's got. Valuable power source created by Bard to power equipment. He's got a bow, which we don't actually have. But then we've got guns, so maybe we don't need the bow. But then we could probably craft arrows, right? So it could be useful in the long run. Sickle for bleed damage. And he's got crafting poison bombs. That sounds good. Will he trade? He'll complete the trade on that one. But if I take one off? Nah, he won't. It's two,
Now that's
two
nice.
for the price of one with this guy. Let's do it. There you go, trade done.
Brilliant. All's fair and everyone's happy.
That's
Don't
it.
be a stranger. I might have something new to trade with you next time. And a word of advice. You just watch out for them druids, eh? They camp up at castle, but they're all over these woods like a rash. I've no doubt if they see you, they'll gut you like a trout. Just be wary.
Happy days. Okay. I don't want to talk to him too long.
Your guess is as good as mine. I know there's something in the earth that's been, well, infecting folk, I suppose. Most go crackers and join them other maniacs in woods. Others turn to something worse. Couldn't tell you why, but I've kept my marbles. I might be the only one who has.
He's kept his marbles. Look at him. Infected by what?
Well, no. Ain't that the nub of it? Some say it was something them boffins are making in the labs. Others say it was something that was always here. Only now it's awake. I prefer not to think on it. Proper grisly thought, isn't it?
Is there anything you can tell me about these druids?
Oh, there's not much anyone knows about them. Not really. Just that they want to return this place to nature. Always scavenging man-made things to take back to their castle. Old cars, bits of metal, them glowy batteries, you name it. They take people too. Don't know what they do with people.
Don't know what they do.
Stay safe out there.
Doodle pip. Okay, sorted. So he's a nice little trader. I quite like him so far. He's harmless by the looks of it. This is the Casterfell Dam we're at now. God damn. Let's go up. Sweet. See what I mean? Like, you've got all this like prettiness in the middle of. I mean, the UK is kind of like this. If you go to the right places, you will see very good scenic views like this. Just a shame it's not explored enough because the weather's so shit. We get like 2-3 months of sun, and then we get these like really dreary, high wind but sun's out, rainy but sun's out, and then it's probably about 4 months of just doom and gloom. I think from like, let's say, I mean it's got later, so I think from like end of November to about March is pretty shabby in the UK. Any other time you're golden. I think because of that we get a bad rep when it comes to visitors, you know, and they don't really think that the UK have a summer. We have a really nice summer. It's really hot, about 28, which is, you know, not comparable to some countries, but it's nice enough to still walk around and go to, you know, theme parks and zoos and stuff and not get swamped by intense heat and too mad, you know, because, you know, heat makes people act crazy. We don't get that much heat, so when we do get it, it's quite nice to have it. I enjoy it. I enjoy the summer. I think it's a good time. I enjoy the winter more because my job essentially keeps me in anyway. Oh, yeah, these booby traps are all over the place.
You have experienced the woods. You should avoid the woods when possible. The woods are dangerous. Be careful.
Whatever your Fruit Loop. Man loves the woods. Oh, we can't break the lock off. Okay. This is a warehouse of some sort. Requires a damn storeroom key. Damn that key. So we're going to have to go into the dam to get the key. Is it part of our mission? It is as well, so we'll check this out here. Hey. Seems... Ooh. He saw me, but he didn't really bother about me. Jenkins is down, or Jenks for short. Gotta be some loot around here. Okay, I'm going to go combat mode because I'm not sure what we're about to come across. Got the herbs. Okay, map. So, where are we now? We're at the top. And we're going to head into the compass marker. I think we're going to have some resistance here. Here he is.
We don't carve them up.
Gonna gut ya.
Where's she going? Ooh.
What the?
Okay, the controller's so slow at turning around.
You.
That could have gone a lot better.
You won't be more use again.
Okay, we clocked him in the shoulder. Or was that woman? I think that might have been the woman. The crazy one just running around. But these are all druids, which we know kind of to be the enemy, I guess. They're not really my enemy, but they're enemy of my enemies as well. So we're just going to make sure we take all those down. A farming knife, that's new. Okay, we've got a control room. Just pulling switches. Yeah, that changes the light on the top there. Be nice to have more of a visual representation as what that does. What I've essentially done is turned off number 1. It should be something to do with these. Ooh, okay. Got some metal detection going on. Okay, we've got 4 almost there, there's 5. Can't really remember how to use this thing. 4, 3, so somewhere here. What in the nonsense? The lights, I think, are how close you are. And this says I'm getting further away. Can't really work it out. So it's this way. It goes up. Should be right here. Back. Got to be on the inside of that. Ooh, careful. Oh. I was holding a metal detector inside a malfunctioning power thing. I was gonna get electrocuted. Oh, stupid. Stupid is stupid does. Where's that gonna start me off from? Okay, good. So let's remembered all of this.
A threat. Empty time to bleed.
What was you thinking, woman? Okay, so I need to do some crafting, so I need some room. What did that man buy? He liked the burn salve, didn't he? But they don't stack. Okay, so what can we do from here then? So we've got 2 rifles, which seems kind of pointless. That's not going to help us with inventory, so I guess I can't pick anything up. Right, I need to work out his control center here. So number 1 is off. Number 2 is off. Okay, I think I've done the right one now. Essentially, this one should be off. Yeah, okay, good. But they turn off the power stations, and then we can go with metal detector now, without being fried, and try and find what we're looking for. Ooh. Right here. Boom. So we've got ammo and we've got some poison. Nice little bonus. Now this one, for instance, has got some body in there, literally. We'll turn that one off next, which I think is number 3. Number 3 is off. Okay, we're in. Atomic battery and a backpack. Ooh, alcohol and gun oil. He's in better days, so I want to take that, really. Locally grown vegetable restores a small amount of health. Do we need health? I don't think we do. Rafting. I think I've actually got too much health than I actually need, so I'm going to eat the meat and take the atomic battery. And that's going to leave us... I think that's done now. So now let's give us another trackable quest. Track lead. At the guy that sells trader camp. I think what we need to do next. Main story, data from Charlie. Okay, we'll track that. Data from Delta, processing center. So we need to go to 2 places, which are right down here. How do I ping that? Place a custom marker. I'm sure there's again loads here to explore and find out, but I'm just going from the main story quests. Hello. Oh, she's like, I don't know your kind around these parts. Sheesh. Now I could do with curing poison.
Carve them up.
In the back, that was filth. didn't even scare her right now. Where's she hiding out? Oh, she died. I was trying to scare her out of position by blowing up the barrel, but apparently that barrel has some weight to it, boys. Broke her neck and everything. So she had meat and string. I'm not really sure we need string, do we? More playing cards. There's a telephone ringing. Oh, I would know where the poison bomb man went. He just hopped it. I can't find him now. Where's he gone? I'll find you. Oh yeah, booby trap there. Got a new lead, which is good. Mappage. Right, so again, we've got 2 waypoints of interest now down there. So we're just basically heading back in this direction, which shouldn't take too long. And that was alright, that section. It wasn't too bad. There weren't too many enemies and there wasn't too much to fret about. Oh, hello. Spoke too soon. I'm pretty sure that's the man who poisoned us. My low caliber bullet. He could probably do more damage with his bow. Damn, that was a headshot on that one. What was that? So good. Okay, we're going to take arrows and we're also going to collect the alcohol from this guy. I wanted the arrows too. Alright, keep running the right way. Ooh, okay, they're all like loitering around my place. Petrol bomb them.
Drop that tool of destruction.
Shut up.
Will be. I don't think.
Let's see. Heretics.
These are not very good from distance, these ammo, this ammo type. There it is. Heart or head, or everything else is your ass. Let's have a look what we... Oh, okay, there's more dudes. That's a day, baby. Ooh. How they survived 2 gunshots from a rifle. Low caliber or not. That's mad. Ah. Wish his phone had shut up.
Could still be out there.
This is the operator.
Dude, I'm stuck.
Require my assistance.
Must be this way.
Very well.
Dude.
Death comes for you.
They're out of ammo on that now. Oh, so good. Okay, we've got some bread and meat. It probably did enough damage to me to warrant a little bit of meat eating. Let's eat the bread. What's that? Oh, it's only a quarter. Okay. So the bread's actually not worth holding on to. It doesn't give me enough health. It's probably a common pickup. I'll take the meat instead. Make sure we're heading in the right direction, which is these two at the bottom. All's good. All is good. Going well. Now we're back at the helicopter crash. I can maybe grab that loot. Right, still don't have any free inventory slots. Where am I now? Oh, top, okay. Ooh, okay, there's a camp of baddies there. Go for this one, I guess.
Don't go asking for trouble or you'll get it.
I love the way he threatens me. I light it and then he shits himself.
You're not welcome here.
Come on then, make a move then, boys.
Gotta wish you never.
What's the day, boys?
This ain't over till one of us is dead.
Didn't stand a chance, did they? They tried though, bless them. What are they guarding? Was there any point in them even being here? Gun oil, that can't be it. They were just guarding a tent with gun oil in it. What a waste of time. There's a tank right here, which I guess is now decommissioned, but I mean, that's got to be worth more than gun oil. Maybe they just came across it like I did and I caught them slipping. Ooh, down we go. Sweet. Yeah, I think I'm going to go up and over on this one so I can get a lay of the land. I've not been there, I believe, for a while. Still nice and clear. With something I will say about today's playthrough, I mean, it's literally been mostly me travelling. There's not been too much action, which is good. Going to the interchange. 5 trackable leads in the region. So that's what we need to do. That's what we needed really today for, to explore those areas.
Hey, let's just calm down, eh? No need for violence.
Are you just saying that because you want to hit me first?
Off with you! Oh, don't make us hit. Oh! Need to reload. What have you done? You.
Nice. The axe is OP. And they had pretty much everything I'm going to want. Cornish pasty. You've got to love a Cornish pasty. What's that they've got there? 12 gauge Remington shotgun. Is that better than the one I've got? Or do I have the Remington as well? Single shot. I've just got a single shot shotgun. Don't know if the Remington's any better. Low damage, high capacity. So this one could probably go. Left stick drop. And I'll pick up the Remington. And let's see if that comes up as the same. So it's basically the same as mine, but rusty. Bro, okay, so we drop the rusty one. Bit of shotgun ammo there. Again, another rusty Remnant. So they're rocking really shabby guns, these crew. I don't think they ever give you good loot, really. They just give you what you need to get by. Molotov cocktail, hell yeah. Glass, hell yeah. Rusty weapons. What's this again? The fabricator. So we can fabricate dispatch tube, one of these items. So this is like storage, right? Let's put the pasties away. Potatoes. Potatoes. The tea, the meat. These are just things we find anyway. Another cocktail. Valuable power source created by bar to power. So it's valuable. So basically sell that. Nice.
Access denied. Unauthorized.
Alright, an outlaw node contains the map to an outlaw. There's a power source report. Oh, damn rats. Jeez. Blue finger skill, that's new. Right, so we've got C there where it wants me to go. Place a marker. And I want to test this out, but it says require blue finger skill. B3. So these are the notes we're looking for, I think. New lead found. Sweet. Hearing voices, free of voices, notepad, track quest. Again, you get so many quests that it can get a little bit confusing. Free the voices is now in the main quest. Where's that on the map then? And now it wants me to leave. I've only just got here. Obviously this is like I would imagine the final part of the game when you complete all of this area, because it's got so many leads we have to follow. I think there's like 3 at the moment I've still got outstanding. So even if we delved into there, we wouldn't be able to finish it because we don't have the right amount of leads. I think that's how it works. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm going to keep doing these other main quests so that we can sort of build up and find those other 3 things along the way. Yeah, look, two trackable leads now in the region. We had 3, now we've got 2. Let's have a look what we've got going on here. So we need to reach this area, which luckily none of this is far away. It's quite a small map, but that's one thing I will say is, you know, gorgeous as this place looks, it's definitely not vast. But what they do have is very interesting, and the fact that they're now doing DLC as well really shows that the you know, the developers not abandoned the game. You know, that what people were disappointed with, I think, has been almost rectified with DLC add-ons now. Unfortunately, they do charge you for them, which might not be to everyone's cup of tea. That low hall. Was that where that old lady was? That low woods. Or we literally just went through the building, we didn't have to do that at all. Sweet. Ooh, okay, my waypoint's just spun around. That's off to the back end here. Son, you can make it over that. Okay, this is all new. What is this? Oh, bring out the shotty. Don't think we can go in now. Okay, new lead found. Old mine. Whoa, what's that? Something shooting at me. Something shooting at me. I can't even see it. Sheesh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a bandage at this point. Yeah, I don't think we can actually go in now. And the lead's gone, so that was the one we needed. 2 trackable leads. Let's go check out the next one. Here, invoices, track that lead, which is the total finding 2. Check the map real quick. There it is, right at the top. Mileage away. But it does teach you how to follow leads. Like, I think if anything, this is a really good part of the game for getting you used to and comfortable with the actual mechanics of the game. Oh, can we squeeze through? Nice. No, keep going, keep going. That's the low poly car that we're seeing. What is going on with that? High detailed walls and barrels and then low poly car. The game forgot to texture it. The amount of people that have been oofed by that granny's traps. Ah, this way. Has gone to sleep. Oh, jeez. Can only do so many hours now. I'm getting old, boys. Getting old. Oh, okay, not far at all now. Hanger right at the top here. So I look at this and I just think, you know, Daisy, Dead Sides, you know, Rust coming up on the channel as well. Like, it's a really good first look at someone who might want to get into the sort of survival crafter, you know. I think there's a lot going for this game that people didn't really appreciate, and what they were trying to do, I think they were making a dumbed down, simplified version of some of those tougher games to get into. That could have benefited a lot of people had they played it. What's up? Like a woman. One shot shotgun is proud.
Die screaming!
Today. Ragdoll was pretty impressive then. We're getting up. Sheesh. Okay, what direction we need to head? Up these rocks. Hopefully not too much. Resistance on the way.
Have secured an atomic battery. This is good.
Thanks for your useful information.
A miracle. You will require more atomic batteries. You will require them for the interchange.
Oh, okay. So I won't sell them, I'll keep hold of them. Alright, up and around. That is a drop and a half. I don't really want to be making that, do I? Or do I? Let's go this way. Nice. Okay, the boaty yard. It's boat yard, but it's like boaty yard. Oh, shit. That actually got me. Seriously, that stupid bit of wood. Dudes. Yeah, we've got a few items here we could use. We've got glass bottle, assorted shrapnel, and that's about it. How far are we now? Very close. We need to hang a right and then sort of head off in the left diagonal. Yeah, I don't understand why they put A as jump and crawl. Not the first time that's happened. Well, this just looks like a trap. It's got trap written all over it. No, nothing happens. I thought something was going to crush me. Okay, straight away. Another new area. I'm discovering more areas doing these notes, which I assume is the point, right? Instead of being heavily trapped in a small space by a lot of you know, monks, as they call them. Yeah, running around now, we've pretty much done the beginning of the game. It seems quite empty, and I kind of get what people were saying. Like, it does feel a little bit like I'm not being challenged enough on these quests now. But I guess once we've done the interchange, hopefully things pick up. And if it doesn't pick up from there, then I hope the DLC can, you know, reimagine some of the missed content that we had on release. And again, I didn't play it on release, so I'm going back as a fresh impression. And I never saw anyone play through this game or, you know, read any reviews or anything like that. I just get notified by people that are in the Discord and stuff as to, you know, whether the game I'm playing is going to be cool or not, you know. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about different stuff, and I take it on the chin, but at the same time, if they've already played it, they probably know better than me at that point. But I still think it was worth the money. I still think it's definitely a game that I'd revisit at some point, and maybe in the future on like a handheld, right? So it's not a game that I would necessarily revisit on live stream with you guys ever again. I think the one playthrough plus DLCs will be enough, and then we'll wait to see what their next, you know, release is. But for now, I think it's worth its money because it's only a $20 game right now, and in a sale it might even be cheaper than that. I've not actually checked it out in a sale at all. Do not forget Mother of Jargo. So that's down here. Let's get stuck. Okay, rifle ammo, perfect. Now we've got 2 shots. I was a bit wayward with the rifle ammo. I forgot how hard it...
Hello!
Hello!
A new face!
Mother Jargo!
Come closer! Don't mind me. Everybody knows Mother J go around here. I mean, no.
Sounds like my mum. Everybody knows my mum around these ends.
Me are usually in need of something. What's on your mind, dear? Perhaps I can help.
Okay, was she a trader?
It's dangerous everywhere inside the zone, as I'm sure you know. But nobody thinks of me as a threat. And that's only fair because I'm not a threat. Oh, I used to live in the village. That was until the soldiers moved in and started playing silly beggars. I left before they could chuck me in that jail of theirs. Made this my home soon after. But I like it here. Is that so? It is true.
Okay, the voice acting on this lady here
and it's like as not to infect
really,
those who
really
come
well done.
close by it. Nasty stuff if you're not accustomed to it.
Sounds authentic.
Those infected usually come to harm. Lucky for you, there's a tonic that can, well, ease the burden of those voices and keep the infection down for a little while.
Got house gloves.
My own recipe.
I do love a tonic.
A good few
as well.
years in the perfecting.
Me and this woman would get on well. She growing trees of weed over there on the right as well, or is that just cabbage? Hearing voices, recipe, thank you, I'll see you then. What's going to be dangerous? Why do the druids have your recipe?
Oh, they've taken an interest in my work, came by a few weeks ago and left with some of my things. It's no
thieves.
surprise. And
We get them back for you.
like that. Take care, won't you?
What are you growing there, woman? What is that? That looks like tomatoes. Tomatoes. Alright, let's have a look. Map. That's point of interest done. So really now it's about investigating again. Mother Jargo. Track that quest. Go to the map. Have a little look. Oh, that's all the way down the bottom corner. Now, ordinarily, I would say something like that is a bit of game padding, right? But it's not in this smally designed map. I feel like the actual game is designed to make you go from A to B, corner to corner, and just meet things along the way that you're gonna have to interact with, solve, or even side quests. And I feel like the map's purposely built this small. I don't think it was an accident. I think it was maybe time constraints, or just the fact that they thought they had enough in the game to release, right? I don't think it was designed. I think a lot of people nowadays get a bit confused with, you know, games like DayZ and that, given such a vast area. You never really explore that game until you've done 40 hours, right? Sometimes, I think you can do that map in like 20 hours total. But here, you can explore and go over the same areas within an hour. You can see quite a lot of this map. And I think that's where a little bit of people sort of got confused with what the game is trying to achieve. It's trying to achieve a really fallen story based in a small map area, and I think they've done that. I'm interested in the story. I like the characters I've met so far. I haven't really, like, I know when I've been, you know, a game's give me the arsehole and I've been turned off by the game's story because of the bad acting and bad vocals. This game has none of that. Really, most of it's like 85% done really, really well. and I would say 20% of it is to die for. You know, I don't think there's any bad in it. Even the ones that are questionable, you can just kind of hear that they're faking their accent, but that's fine. You know, they're not always going to be able to get actors that sound different when you need so many actors to fill this game too. I've probably met, I would say, around 25 people-ish so far that have had voice lines and spoke to me, and most of them are memorable. I don't think there's many I've forgotten. I think overall everyone I'm meeting has a point to be in the game. They're not just padding and, you know, shoot in to give a message. They're actually pretty good people, and they have something to add to your story, which is just welcome nowadays. I think this game's going to be one of the games that people go back to later on and say, okay, it was actually okay, it was pretty good, you know. And I think just on release it kind of got shit on unfairly a little bit. I think, you know, some of the points were justified. Yes, the map feels open and bare sometimes. Having this conversation with you, I haven't bumped into a single enemy. But then maybe at this point, because the beginning of the game was so enemy heavy, they're giving you a break, right? You're doing investigation, you become Inspector Morse, you know, you're doing Incluso, you're just looking around and trying to solve the mysteries. That's okay. You don't need to fight people and run out of ammo, because ammo is scarce, you know, and health is scarce in this game. I do find there's more health than ammo, which I would like it the other way around. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lack of ammo, and you don't want to be fighting people all the time. Okay, now do we want to go through? I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to go through here, which is not good. What weapons do we have? We've got the rifle. I don't think that many shells, to be honest. Yeah, 2 of those. Shotgun. I do have a petrol bomb. That seems a bit OTT. Let's equip the handgun. How many shells has that got? 9 to a quick slot. It says 0, but I'm not convinced. Okay, we've got 10. That is a rusty 45, boy. Rusty crusty. Now I'm sneaking up on this guy. He's just pulled his bow off his shoulder. I wonder if he actually knows we're here.
Death.
That man down. Oh, we actually stole his bow, which is new. Saves me building one. Yes, I got the official guide. Now we're talking. So the official guide is details. It's a history of the AtomFall. That's really good. Okay, I won't read that now, but I'll take a look at that later for sure. Okay, we're still down as trespassing. Ooh, that one hurt. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Got a knife, so I was generally careful. Nice. Ooh.
Losing. Heretics will.
I'll save my ammo. Again, the axe is so good. I don't think you need ammo that much. You're just careful. There we go. Take the consumables. That was all done with the axe. Take a look where we're at now. So we need to go right here. I'm going to pull out the pistol for this one because this looks a bit dodgy. Castle ruins. So far it's been enjoyable. Oh. Definitely a more chilled part than the other 2 parts, just based on the fact that there's been a lack of enemies. You know, I haven't seen too many enemies running around. Ooh, them booby traps are everywhere though.
You're not going nowhere.
Oh yeah. Headshot. Have some. Okay, this is getting very culty. Look at this. Reminds me of the Armour of God with Jackie Chan. Punches a woman in the boobs. Fact.
The land needs must breathe.
Got a popper?
And so we breathe life into it.
No, power cells. I like power cells.
God is in this
Stolen.
land.
Yes! I don't know if that was a friend or not. It was a high priestess, apparently. Not high enough. What is she doing? Just throwing power cells down here. Okay, that's ridiculous. Trying to ban technology. Vegans and eco-warriors. I'll tell you what. Can't trust them. Can't eat with them. Ooh. Where did that come from? Careful, careful. That was a knee-jerk reaction, that one.
There's someone here.
How can he, with no armor, take 3 shots but everyone else has 1? Yeah, I've still got a waypoint showing up.
Heretics will die.
Drop it like it's hot. Oh! Yeah, I need to eat. Oh, I forgot it doesn't pause the game when you go into your menu. Any other time, any other game would pause. But this one doesn't. Jeez. I don't. Okay, we're there. Just want to ping it. Okay, good. Eat my pasty, eat my bandage. Let's roll.
I'm gonna do you.
Not today, baby. He's got a hunting knife, not really good. Ooh, that looks like an ammo chest if I've ever seen one. Perfect.
There's someone over there.
You dodged my bullet, woman. Alcohol, sweet. Subscribe 33 goddamn months. That's ridiculous. Appreciate that. Yeah, I can hear her. Where is she? I think I made a wrong turn. I think she's up the hill. There she is.
And this land is God. Kill the heathen!
Damn, she getting up.
Will die!
What in the OP is she supposed to be? We one-shotted her last time. Okay, nice. Follow the waypoints. I feel like going down in the depth is a bad move. It looks awesome. Oh, well, we just found the, I don't know what they are, the druids hideout. That's what it is. It's been quite slow up to now.
Don't slack up.
Big shot and poison, baby. Okay, now we've got bats. Why have we got bats? I'll fuck the bat up. Ooh, sweet stuff. Alright, take the bread. Poison bomb, learn with Y. I think we already have that. What was that? Right. bust you both up at the same time. You look like twins. Oh my days, they won't leave me be. Do I have any ammo? 2.
Come on! Where are you?
Ooh. Okay, they're not all that easy.
Heretics! Bastard! You killed them all!
He called me a bastard. Oh. There it is. My man, give me a break. We should have a bandage now, or at least craft one. Craft X. Sweet. Now back to looting. Okay, so the poison bomb can now be learned. Do I already have it? I'm pretty sure I already have that. I've got Molotov creates, yeah, poison cloud. So that is definitely, we already have that, so we can maybe sell that. Oh, you chiefs. Right. I love the fact they're giving me enough to make more bandages though, even though they're tougher. Tanker down. What's this going to be? I don't know which one's going to be worth the most.
I am gonna kill you, you git.
Today, oh god. Alright, it still says there's a waypoint to investigate. Call me a git. There's more stuff in here that there's probably in the heart of this place. I'm not going to investigate right now, but I've got it marked on my map, so I'm going to come back because the waypoint's right over here, and I'd rather complete as many main mission tasks as I can, because it's been a slow hog to find all the clues today, because that's what we left last time when we finished off. There was like a bunch of clues and they were far away, so now we've got all of those done pretty much. So when we start part 4, we'll actually just be able to get into the action. He says as he's completely lost looking for the waypoint. This one. Up and over. Sweet. Yeah. They're just lethal, look. They're mentals. Yeah, I've got 7 shots now, which is pretty decent. That should tie us over. See if anyone's coming right for us. Come on, where are you?
Won't be pretty when I find you.
No, I'm thinking the same.
Stranger spotted!
A little arrow in the thing. She at the edge. Slap. She's done. Oh no, she's back up. Ooh. That was a wicked shot. Unbelievable. I mean, I really do get the vibe that this is like underground catacombs, because it's all little paths leading off into little dingy rooms, and I'm trying to navigate it. It's just absolutely crazy. Okay, this could be it. Finally, the final lead. Hopefully. You found Mother Jargo's book. So that's the lady we just met, and she's pretty awesome. We're going to definitely go and give her a book before we finish. There we go.
Carve them up.
This guy's just got a sickle. So we just go melee, and there's one round here that I just think has, yeah, an axe. Ooh. Okay, that hurt. Half a life bar, boys. But yeah, cloth. So cloth essentially makes us bandages, right? But we don't have any free slots, so we're going to have to use something else, like a pasty, so that we can make a bandage. And we'll use the bandage. And now we have full health. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to point us in the right direction, because it doesn't look like it knows its arsehole from its ear roll, this waypoint. The room up there I just can't get into. I wonder if we could just break that. Oh, don't be silly. This is probably the part of the game where it's going to make us go around the long way. Oh, unlocked door, there you go. That's where we were up on the left side that was unable to be opened. What was the point in that? Arrows? What was that? More arrows? Oh, okay, so there's like a banquet table down there. I think it wants me to snipe them from there, right? I don't even know if we have a bow. We do have a bow. Okay, let's quick slot that. Because the handgun's now empty. I've not used the bow at all yet. The left trigger to draw, and right trigger to fire. Boom.
I'm bleeding.
Oh, okay, that's not good for melee. Dudes! This dude's just got fucking ham on me. What a prick. Jeez. Came out of nowhere. Me trying to... Yeah, this is bullshit. The bow is absolutely atrocious at close range. You can't even... Like, as you bring it up, he's hitting you. So you keep dropping it and then bringing it up. And that's before you even pull it or fire it. That thing's shit close range. Awful. We'll try that again. Luckily, it's starting us off in this section. So we grab the bows. Do we have quick switch? No, we've got to do that again. So this one onto here. And then we're going to pull that back. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to pull out the axe prior to this guy even coming at me. And bop.
I'm bleeding.
Okay, that is fun though. We're getting peeping. Oh, in the face.
They might still be about. Help me! There's someone.
In the Nazis, in the booty. There you go, that's what I'm talking about.
They're all over us.
It doesn't feel right. It feels like one of the worst bows I've ever used. But damn, is that fun. Okay, we took all of these guys down. So much easier than last time. And again, it just shows you, you know, you're not necessarily bad at the game. You just get unlucky sometimes. Okay, down the steps, into the vineyard. Boost. Okay, I can't actually get... I'm going to have to jump off that balcony because I can't seem to get to the actual table. Which is never good. So what do we do? Jump over here, do you reckon? Land on there. Oh, there you go. Okay, someone's walking. Check this man out. He had an arrow sticking out of him and that's it. So he's unnamed. Got some water, got some meat. Not rats again. Okay, I found my way out of there, which is going to lead us to the finale of this part, I would imagine, where we deliver the book and get a pat on the back, hopefully. 3 trackable leads for this region left, so I'll probably track those in the next episode once we're done delivering the book. So let's just check where we are on the map. So not far at all. Let's ping it. Hello. Scarecrow's coming at us. You know what? I ain't got time for this, bro. Whatever. Proper farmer. Trespasser. Don't dare go with the bows, so unreliable. Ooh. Okay, even that. That's ridiculous.
Kill them!
I just realised I'm on a high point, so they can't actually get up here without coming up the ladder. Ooh. Where did that come from? I don't freaking see him. I don't think the barrels will explode with the bow, will it? Oh, it will. That was sick. I am all up in their camp. Okay, I'm getting swamped now. Food. You just run straight past me. I'm in a bush. I'm actually stuck in a bush. I'm in a rock and a hard place. How am I getting out of here? Gotta sneak it.
Hey! Who are you?
Yeah.
Careful. There might still be around. Scream! Oh, you
Clear the tables.
That's it, we're out.
You will be mine.
Leave here or die.
This is getting dramatic quick. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm about as far as I need to be. Call it. Yeah, call it able to take away the shotgun now. No more drama. Oh, in the ass. Love the way he limps as well. That's pretty cool. Nice touch. Eat some of these. Okay, nice. Where's the waypoint? Top right. I'm only literally concerned with people with bows and guns, because no one else is going to reach me quick enough. Oh, that's the Wicker Man reference. Can you climb the Wicker Man? Why would you want to do that? Surely this is a bad idea for everyone involved. What if they burn it while I'm in it? Oh, hello. What are you? Not damageable, that's for sure. Pistol ammo, happy days. So they're like offerings. Wicker basket, what's in the basket? We've got spores, that sounds nasty. Ah, he's just like a sacrifice, I guess. Hang on, hang on, hang on. This is the Wicker Man. Can we burn that? I feel like we can. Let me get my petrol bomb. We'll quick slot that to the top slot. I don't know if I really want to be in here when I do it. Have a go. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, or whether you can do that, but it looked cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's continuously burning. That's a missed trick. They could have burned that whole thing down. That would have been pretty epic. There's another one here. I have to put people on poles. Can't even save them, look.
Safe.
Oh, there's a bunch of dudes down there.
There's someone here. Death to unbelievers.
That was a shot.
It's not over yet. I'll finish you off.
There you wait. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm falling. I think I'm falling. Quick. Still don't know where my waypoint is. I'm like running around. Yeah, we need to go like heavily to the right, which is going to take me through this horrible camp. I'll craft as many bandages as I can. Hopefully more than one. Damn it. Can't really make anything else worth making. Mr. Maker.
Quick! Oh God, they're dead.
He went, oh God, they're dead, and then I shot him in the back of the head. I don't know if that was hilariously funny or grossly disturbing. No way, that's not the Wicker Man. Did the Wicker Man actually burn? I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. If it did, that's wicked. If it didn't, I'm not really sure what that is burning over there. That does look like the Wicker Man. That was the Wicker Man. No frickin' way. That weren't a Wicker Man. That's something else. That's an old Wicker Man. Is it? I'm so confused. I can't see the Wicker Man anywhere on the map, so I think we might have done it. But I swear I was up that rock face there, so I think that's the old Wicker Man that they're burning. Okay, so...
If you stay, you bleed. What? Time to bleed!
Where are you going? I thought you were going to have a piece. Bring it. Peekaboo.
Heretics will die!
Probably hiding behind the tree, boys. Nutter. Very good stuff. Waypoint straight across here. we're nearly there now. This all looks very peaceful and familiar. Okay, how are we getting down there safely? I don't want to go through the camp if I can help it. Aha, ladder. Okay, a bit of drama there, a bit of action, which was awesome because it has been quite a quiet part, I think, part 3, and I think overall, now that we're back in the quiet again, I'm happy to be here. I think maybe people wanted like non-stop action, you know, and I don't think this game's really designed that way. I think it's like a big piece of action in a certain area, and you're probably going to have to go through that once or twice, and then they're going to lead you to another area which is in between, kind of barren, empty, and it's kind of like real life, right? If you were living in this time, would you really have all these people just on every turn, every road you look up, every hillside? You wouldn't just have people loitering around sitting there. So especially ones that want to like eat your bones, grind your bones to make their breakfast, you know. It's got to have quiet points, and I think it's not too bad. I actually quite like it. I like the calm before the storm, and I like the calm after the storm. There she is, the old Mother
Pleasure
Hubbard.
to see you again, dear. Well, well, I'll be honest. You ask anyone to help you round here, and the chances of ever seeing them alive again are not wonderful.
Second to none, my friend. Second to
you're
none.
an exception, dear.
Because I'm special.
Please take this, a token of my gratitude. It's a
so she took the book.
sort of learning juice made by the scientists.
Learning
You can
juice?
sometimes find it in their old book. Not much good.
Okay, I'm done with that. Let's
Eat it,
get the
but
learning
take
juice
one.
on.
What?
There you
I
go,
can't
learning
offer
juice.
much for that.
Alright, woman. That meat, I give you meat. She likes a bit of meat. What you got to give me anyway? Nothing really. Crafting antidotes and bandages and spores. Let's take the antidote and the bandages, spores, sorry, and we'll give her. You can have my knife. You're not interested in that either. She really stingy. Yeah, she's not got no use for. Oh, there you go. She took the sickle though. Yeah, I'll trade that. Trade that nonsense for that. What was that juice I gave her? Poison. There we go. So now she actually keeps those items. You can buy them back later, but she'll probably have an increased rate on
All
those.
done.
All done.
Take care, won't you?
Alright, let's see if we can activate this. And, oh, I should have sold her the blueprint if I can.
A pleasure to
Let's have a
see
look.
you again, dear.
Can we sell her the blueprint? Yeah, there you go. So we give her the blueprint. Maybe she gives us like, I don't know, a bandage. There you go.
There. All done.
All done. So we already had that one, so we didn't need it. Now we can learn the crafting for the poison, which is awesome. So we can make poison stuff. We've also got poison Molotov cocktails now. I'm going to go ahead and track the new quest ready for the next episode, which is right down here. Going to stick a waypoint on it. And then I'm going to go to my backpack and just see where we're at. So we've got the bow now, which is a new weapon. Today we've got 2 of these power cells, which is pretty cool. Let's move that to there. I've got a offering. Mother Jago asked me to take to the speaking cave, which is now what our next quest is. And yeah, we're pretty good on health and everything. I think we're just going to hang out with Mother Jago here and call that a day. So yeah. Let's jump back into the options, save game. Let's see what the total gameplay time is. 4 hours almost. So that's a free part in 4 hours. That's done really well. As far as bang per buck, I think that's a lot of game for your buck so far within the first 4 hours. Again, there's a lot more to see. We're going to be doing the full playthrough, and I do have the DLC tab now open because I do now have the first of my 2 DLCs. I'm going to be buying... no clips to have. I'm going to be buying the Let me see what it was called again. I want to get the names of these right. Back. Okay, so the DLC that we have is the Red Strain, which is the latest DLC at $15. And I'm going to be buying the $10 DLC, which is Wicked Island. I do feel like we should go through the base game first, then do Wicked Island, and then do a follow-up with the Red Strain. So you guys can leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought of the DLCs. If you fancy it, were they worth their money? Did they last a long time? Did you get a lot of loot? Is there a lot of content for the money? Bang per buck as such? Let me know. At the minute, I'm just going to do the full playthrough of AtomFall, and then we're going to hit up the DLCs as separate videos, 2 parts for each DLC, and see if I think they're worth the money, bang per buck, and what I thought of them. But I do believe between the 2 DLCs in the game, they fill in the gaps that the game maybe have left out for a little bit of a lackluster review. I feel like the game did get hit with some scrutiny at the beginning, but overall it's a very positive game. I don't think it's sold as well as it should have done. I don't think it reached as many of its proposing audience it should have done. It hit a lot of people that expected more, and I think those people that were the die-hard sort of survival fans and stuff probably didn't get much from AtomFall, because AtomFall isn't designed that way. AtomFall is designed as a beginner-friendly, sort of borrowing from them that genre, but actually it's just a story-based shooter, I guess. Just a story-based shooter where you meet a lot of interesting characters, and like I say, as far as I'm concerned, all of the visuals, all of the voice acting, all of the game as a functioning piece of media actually works really well. I've had no real bugs or glitches. Game always looks great. It always impresses me playing it, and I always have a smile on my face while I play it. So I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it's just a bit meh. It's a bit meh, but the DLC should hopefully make up for that. So thank you for joining me for part 3. Thank you for joining me for part 3, and we will be doing part 4 in a couple of weeks after we get through Spooktember with all the horror games and releases we've got going on now. So thank you very much. We do have a couple of non-release games coming up, so I'll just shout those out. Wednesday, I'm squeezing in, let's have a look, down my library. Okay, so Wednesday I'm squeezing in the Reanimal. So we've got early access to Reanimal. That game is not released yet. There's no demo available yet, but we have early access. So we're going to be jumping into that on Wednesday, doing a promo, and then we're going to jump into Outlast, the online multiplayer, kind of along the lines of, what's that game called with the... Let me just type it in, it'll come up. Outlast. No, not Outlast. Yeah, Outlast Trials. There it is, sorry. Outlast Trials, which is the online multiplayer. And it's a 4v1, I believe. And the visuals are absolutely mind-blowing. The game's doing very well. It's got over 28,000 positive reviews. So we're going to be jumping into that one because it is a horror game, and I might even do my first cosplay with that one. We'll see. But the main thing is Reanimal, right? We want to take a look at this game. This is basically Little Nightmares 3. We're looking forward to that anyway. And there is a Little Nightmares 3 coming as well. So cool. That's all go. So I'll see you again on Wednesday. Take it easy till then. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.